Sokolov is safe. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educating me in both intellectual subjects and body humor. That's the second time that we see the word body, and I'm very much for it because I like the word. And now a small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I'm just sorry I can't offer him more comfortable accommodations. I'm sure you're sorry for other things as well, but anyway. The dreadful whale, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. Has been living here with Megan for years, but in his current condition, I wish we could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop Kirin Jindosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now. His thoughts scattered and his memories destroyed. That is another way of looking at what we saw, and that probably the way I was trying to convey, but I couldn't when I was saying, that his invention sucked. Yeah, now he can't make any more weapons. That's good. By his own device, no less. That his mind is destroyed, yes. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an opinion on whether I did the right thing or not by not killing Jindosh outright. Anyway, it's a relief to know the last Clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones there will ever be. It's interesting that the question is whether not killing him outright is the right thing to do. Not, torturing him and causing irreversible brain damage. It's anyway. But I mean, he's Jindosh, so killing him outright wouldn't. I did that because I don't kill anybody in this playthrough. But if I did, I would kill him outright immediately. But anyway, Delilah is the void. Period. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. She spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Euhorn Jacob Kaldwin. History. Wait, there's a period somewhere in there. History says, yes, after Kaldwin. History says he was a man of honor, who served his people, but Delilah showed me all his promises and fulfilled all those easy lies. And she showed me my mother, Jessamine, as I never imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled, and you didn't imagine that? Okay. Especially as a kid? I suppose you didn't imagine that. And finally, a great injustice. It wasn't that great. Delilah's mother oh no, wait, the dying part. Yeah, right. I was focusing on the breaking of things. But I suppose it makes sense. Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from lies? Now, the great injustice is that she was sent to prison for not having money. That's the great injustice. And it didn't just apply to Delilah's mother. It applied to a bunch of other mothers as well, and fathers. But yeah, we're going to skip right past that because our young empress, she doesn't have a mind for this. And we have Sokolov here and all that. We have rats?
Pushed out into the harsh world, you are alone, but for a few allies.
Yep. I saw something here as well. Was it just the paper, or was it just that? I think it was just that. Yeah. I wonder why there were rats.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. And they kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Hello.
Emily.
The Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
It wasn't, as it turns out, a peaceful sleep. Trip to the markets. Megan, I've thought of a few things I need when you go into Karnaca. I'd get them myself, but you know what it's like for these old bones to walk so far. I need a smaller shirt. Seems everything I own falls off me now. And you're right, I suppose I need some soap. And a good hair tonic for my beard and what's left around the sides of my skull. You liked the Tivian stew I made last week, so if you'd like to have that again, get lamb if we can afford it. If not, don't worry. My appetite isn't what it used to be. A bit of bread and a few shrimp will get me through most days. Interesting. Shrimp doesn't get pluralized. I didn't know that. But don't forget the wine. If that's not too much, I could use more paints. I'm out of cerulean, ochre, and ultramarine. Anton. And here we have the Shindigari gift, a study. Oh yeah, I read that one before. It was still there. They got a lot of food in here. Delilah.
Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it Caldwin?
Well, it's whatever she wants to be, honestly. It doesn't matter. Names. Anton Sokolov's diary. Started painting again, he writes. My thoughts dart here and there. I am at the whim of my aging brain. I smell an orange and it triggers a memory. All at once, I am a boy back in school, suffering under the cruelty of Professor Oliphant. Her horrible wigs and the smell of old wool. The wool reminds me of my suits. I used to have them custom made. The suits remind me that I was once a man of position, and then I am thinking of my own cruelties, terrible deeds, performed in the name of science, progress, and profit. And then I am flooded with regrets and guilt. Then just as suddenly I am hungry or thinking about my knees or a nap. And if I could quiet my mind and apply myself to a task, say painting, like today, it is of little use. I find it odd that at a time when I thought I might enjoy some rest and expend on my paintings, that my eyes are not as sharp as they need be, and my hands quiver unexpectedly. The smell of the paints assaults my nose and muddles my thoughts. Did they always smell so? Still, I have begun work on a canvas. I have no name for it yet. Is it not this? And here we have the map.
The Royal Conservatory. This place was commissioned by my grandfather in my grandmother's name.
Roseboro Collection. Cancelled.
One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public.
That looks really cool.
More of the Duke's questionable rulership.
Temporary closure of the conservatory. Dear patrons, due to an alarming increase in the mite population and with the full knowledge and approval of Duke Abel himself, the Royal Conservatory will remain closed for the foreseeable future. Our apologies be Ashworth, curator. Oh, look, it didn't connect anywhere. No, Kieran Jindosh definitely connected. Will Karnaca's mechanical marvels conquer the world?
Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers.
He will not. Oh, this is locked. Hey, do you want to talk? What is that? Adamire solution? Yeah. There's a briefing here. Oh, I can just talk to both of them. Well, that makes it simple. I'll be right back. Let's just make sure everything is as it should be. Megan Foster's notebook. I've seen mean storm clouds gather, only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen monstrous waves in the distance, towering like high hills, that were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right. They never have been, but at least everything's held at the center for a long while. Now I worry all the time. For me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit, disappear again. Anyone else would, I think. So self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat and go anywhere. Be anybody. Be nobody. Nobody again. I'd like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. I wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. And I eat her bread and figs. And jellied eels. Yeah, this is our cabin up here. For some reason, I didn't see that before. Hey.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is... Missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
A new player arrives.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened. Maybe I should begin a series of bloodfly-related sketches. Infested corpses and the like. I've never paid a visit to the Royal Conservatory, but allegedly it has a number of unique pieces. The familiar creaks and groans of the dreadful whale. I lie awake listening, just to remind myself I'm safe again.
Megan.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Right.
It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public.
Oh.
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. In another life, you might be facing me along with her. Head to the skiff when you're ready, Empress. Delilah's cult must be thrilled she's got the throne, but she wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire.
Well, let's go. It's interesting that the first time we arrive in this ship, we take so much longer to get to know everything and do everything. But then on subsequent missions, it's just talking to a couple of characters and that's it. I wonder if they planned something else and didn't get around to implementing it. I wonder if they planned on, more characters here or other things. I don't know.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
The Royal Conservatory. While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, an architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She is building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated. I will do that.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Keep your head down and you might avoid a bloodbath. I'll meet you back here when it's done. If you can find Byrne's spying setup, He's probably collected some useful notes about whatever Ashworth is up to. Brianna Ashworth is a true believer. She'll never turn away from Delilah. Delilah's coven crossed paths with my old gang 15 years back. It was a bad time.
Pushed out into the harsh world, you are alone, but for a few allies.
So we've been here before, I think. Syria Gardens. We have not been here before. Hello. Rewire tool. A little bit of money. There's a dog somewhere. Puppy. Bless you. They look friendly. There's no cops out here.
Gonna be on the humid side for a while. More shops closing. This week, my favorite bakery. Gone.
Hey.
Get out of my face.
Oh, that's bad. What? That guy put...
You again.
I am here again.
Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
You're gonna find it.
Well, I'm gonna pick one right away. Because I want to go into that boat. Actually, let's look around. What? Oh, it's the knife, right. They mind?
I don't like your face, but I can fix it.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be tricky.
Go away. You've been warned. What do you want? Step back. Move away. Now.
This is tricky.
So hungry.
Don't get any
Might be time
closer.
to spring for fish cake.
We don't want you here.
Oh. Hi, I'm sneaking here. Don't worry.
You had it coming.
Give for a bottle of pure soda.
That didn't go according to plan. But now they're shut up. I hope nobody fell into the water. Oh, actually, wait. I think one of them died. I saw something. Wait, I can kill this guy, but not this one? Nobody died. We're good. Let's go into the boat. Oof. Healing. Some fish. A newspaper. The silver spike. Palaces don't make kings! ! Read further at your own peril, my friends, for the truth is a dangerous thing. Any inbred highborn or even the luckiest commoner can wind up living in a mighty tower with a fancy title before their name! Those we consider to be made of finer material are in fact just as rough cut as the rest of us, guided by irrational terror and petty grievance. Did Jessamine Caldwin deserve our respect, or did she deserve the knife? Was the former Duke Theodan Isabel a fine ruler, as some say? Well, good readers, that depends on your perspective. Are you the craftsman struggling to profit on your fine cabins? Or are you the woodsman selling your lumber for the highest price? Maybe again you're the local lawkeeper applying a tax to the woodcutting or the sale of the furniture. Quote, truth unquote is a variable. Consider Emily Caldwin or her infamous father, Royal Protector Corvo Attano. How did the Empire fare beneath them, good or ill? And now it's Delilah, painter and some say occult figure. What will her time as Empress bring you and me down the streets? None of the snots living in a palace know anything about the Dust District, or even Lord Corvo Attano, despite being born here. Would he recognize the place now? And would we recognize him? I'm making these questions with that tone of voice because that way it does remove the sort of inherent. These are rhetorical questions, but rhetorical questions are really bad in when you're just trying to coax people's opinions, and instead of just convincing them of things. Rhetorical questions can be very useful if you're trying to shift the narrative of a conversation into this direction, but you need to say what you're trying to say. This paper, however, doesn't say anything. It doesn't finish, which means it's just agitprop, really. I think that's the term. Which is, I mean, not necessarily wrong. It's just that it doesn't deliver. It doesn't say the things, and I wish it did. Honestly, I wish it said the things. You know, the things that I've been saying as commentary of all that the Empress says, and of all the and Sokolov and stuff like that. But anyway, got some jellied eels, and that's about it. See, that was worth it. Losing our ghosts. It's fine. We weren't gonna have the ghosts.
Starving.
It's nighttime.
What? You're not supposed to be here!
Where am I supposed to be?
Collect this bounty. I've been fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform! You hide your face, coward!
Wow. There you go. There you go. Easy peasy. Yeah, this is not going too well. Not going too well. Must be honest. But it's fun. So, that's what matters. There's some flies.
I feel so bad. I haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
What? What tune? Just one guard makes all that... Well, at least it's pretty over here. But that guard is gonna check that place out, most likely. This is where the rune is. Rats.
Today's your lucky day. Howler!
Another fish in the trap!
Go!
Okay. What?
Time to go anywhere. Girls. Finish her!
No.
You finally know your
Place.
So basically, everyone is aggressive. I did not know that. Where are they? That's why.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Oh, no, please! I have nothing. I'm just a poor maid.
I see you've heard the stories about Pirate Betty, about all the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start by cutting off your nose?
Anyone help me!
Hey, you! Come
Going on here?
I wonder if they kill her.
Too late.
Thought I saw someone
Better
right here.
search the place.
Let's check the place just in case.
This is gonna be interesting.
We're everywhere. Can't hide from us.
We did it. Did I save her? I don't know. There's no body here. So I think I saved her. Did she go in here? This is weird. Such a weird interaction, but that's why. They weren't talking to me. I think. The voice acting was also so bad that I thought maybe it was like a play. Maybe they were pretending. Specifically the person who was being accosted. So I have no idea what that was. That was weird is what that was. Okay, so you all stay over there and we're gonna figure things out. Good. This is friend, right? Yeah. Hey.
Welcome. Don't worry, we are perfectly safe in my shop. Take your time.